Fran, we're at the 2 mile start, and the old starting gate, a little bit of history here at the Curragh as well, not used anymore. It's invariably a flag start now, but when it was a tape start, I'm presuming, back in the day, what's the difference, and what's the difference between that and your flag start?
Well, I suppose, Dave, that was there before starting stalls came along. This was the type of starting mechanism used on all flat racing, but hence the advent of starting gates, starting stalls. This was done away with, and it's very nice to see it here in the Curragh, just a throwback to the time that it was a regular thing on race courses. And but this start here, the 2 mile, is quite narrow, Dave, and with the exception of maybe Lockbrown Stakes and 1 or 2 other races, they use a flyway tape nowadays, because just trying to fit in the likes of a Cesar, which when you've got 30 runners, imagine how far they'd stretch across the track in starting stalls. So we just use a flyway tape to get the start underway.
And to me, what's most noticeable when you walk down here, obviously when we look at the race in the stands, we can't see how undulating the track is down here, and it's so noticeable that when the start happens, slight decline, uphill, down, and then it's a rapid incline again right down to the 1 mile 6 start.
It is, yes, and that climb here, the undulations, bring you right up to the St. Leger start course, the 1 mile 6 start, and it's quite a test. It's quite a test for any horse, because they've got to be relaxed, they've got to be able to cope with running up a hill and down a hill, and it really provides a test of stamina and of the horse's balance and agility.
And is it a case that the horses, once they reach the 1 mile 6, it opens up a little bit more and they get racing a bit more, possibly?
Yeah, it's more flat once you get to the 1 mile 6, down by the Derby start, at 12 furlong mark or 1.5 miles, and then you have that right hand turn. But when you meet the 10 furlong mark, it's all downhill for a couple of furlongs, and then you're climbing quite a steep rise. So it does take quite a bit of getting, and if your horse is not acting in a relaxed manner and doing things as you want him to do, they will not finish.
And presumably as well, the closer you are to the rail, the better, because it's quite narrow here, but you do want to try and save ground and not expend as unnecessary energy at any stage.
Yeah, the Curragh, I suppose, is a horseshoe shape, and you're turning right all the way, and particularly from a 9 furlong marker down into the straight with 2.5 furlongs to go. I always felt if you're on the inside, you're saving ground initially. You might need a little bit of luck to get racing room in the straight to go and make your challenge, but by that point you've hopefully saved enough to have a kick at the end.